Hello everyone, welcome back. I say everyone and welcome back. I'm pretty sure I've got exactly 0 subscribers on this account. I only have 1 on a different account, and I have more than 1 account simply due to an issue with Gmail updating itself over my preferred account, which is this one. So hopefully at some point I'll be able to merge the two together, because I wouldn't want my 1 subscriber to go to waste. Anyway, what I'm intending to do is reach the finished gun on Enter the Gungeon. I'll show you my Ammonomicon quickly. I should have got literally every gun in the game. Shouldn't be any question marks hiding out there. There are many guns, as such I don't recognise them all, but makeshift cannon, big shooty gun and black hole gun there are among my absolute favourites because they make your life so much easier. Where I'm missing items is in the items list, and there should only be a couple of missing ones in here. Okay, yeah, so I'm missing what is clearly boots. Those are the rat boots for those that are definitely in the know. That, I think, is the number 2, which you can only obtain by beating it in 2-player. I tend not to play co-op play. That's not actually required for the finished gun. And then this one is, I think, the resourceful rat sack. Should have everything else, including, crucially, the infuriating notes, which, if you don't know, the little bits of cheese at the bottom point the way to the resourceful rat fight, and it should be different for everybody, so probably ignore mine. Though having said that, on a friend's account it was exactly the same pathway, so it might be something that applies to all PlayStation 4 versions of the game. I don't really know. Anyway, since I'm actually playing in rainbow mode, I can't actually open any of the resourceful rat chests at the moment, so this is a bit of a test video, more than anything, more than a genuine attempt to find my missing items at the moment. But what items to pick up? And I'm really struggling to actually recognise the weapons here. I actually like platinum bullets a lot. I don't think that's a good pickup to start with, because it means I'll be going into the boss fight with my starter weapon, and I don't think you actually get your platinum upgrades until, which basically make your weapon stronger, until you actually swap weapon, and if I've only got 1 weapon I can't swap it, so I think I'm going to pick the Zorg. I think this is the Zorgun, sorry. And use that to for the boss fight. I'm probably just going to go through the first level using just the starter pistol for the most part. So away we go. A nice easy first room, which it's depressing actually how often you can launch into a new run. And I'm going to use my Zorgon here because it's quite a busy room, and there's an ammo drop that's just arrived as well. Was that a thing that jams all the other enemies this early on? That's a bit mean. Right, anyway, let's made short work of that room, and there's the ammo refill. Is this a fireplace room? It looks a bit like one. No, it's not. That's okay. Yeah, what was I saying? It's all too often you can find that you go straight into the first room on the first floor, and it can just, you know, screw you over straight away. Literally the first thing you do is get hit, and that is a awfully awfully hard to bear, but you know, usually you come back from it. It's really only getting hit in boss fights that's the thing to definitely avoid. Obviously, avoiding getting hit in general is a good notion, but since you get rewarded quite heavily for doing flawless victories in boss fights, and not nearly so heavily for just beating the bosses. Oh no, look at that. Black chest on a rainbow run, that is just rude. I hate having to destroy it. I mean, these things don't turn up normally, but you go in a rainbow run, they're 10 a penny. And it gave me health I didn't need as well, not even a bit of junk or anything like that. The junk, despite the name, is useful. And if it's Sir Junken, very useful if you get enough of it. I've only managed that once. I don't think you can actually get Sir Junkin in a rainbow mode. Someone's bound to correct me and say yes you can, but I have made heavy use of the Wikipedia, or the wiki attached to this game in getting as far as I've got with it, and as far as I'm aware you can get Sir Junkin in a rainbow run, but only if it's the first time that you ever encounter Sir Junkin, and I have encountered him. So I don't think he appears in rainbow runs other than that one specific circumstance. I might just use the big weapon here against the big boy. Would help if I hit him. Doesn't actually appear to be terribly much stronger than the starter weapon. That the final shots in the magazine are obviously quite powerful. He was already dead by then. So yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing Sir Junkin, which is unfortunate, because when he's fully powered up, he's very good. He basically did the job for me, and one bullet hell, which I would definitely not guarantee I can beat most times, or wouldn't even guarantee I can reach it every time actually. But oh, another big boy, and those can be quite hard to avoid as well. Little Guanstone there, might as well take it. Wouldn't normally bother buying those, but they're worth picking up. Everything's worth picking up in rainbow mode really, because you get few enough things given to you in rainbow mode, which is in part why I'm trying to use the starter pistol for this floor, because it will conserve ammo in what's hopefully going to be my boss killer weapon. It's really the first thing to concentrate on, for me at least, on rainbow mode, is having a weapon that will be suitable for killing bosses, and then hopefully keep it in reserve specifically for bosses, or at least hard rooms. And I want to go to as many floors as possible for rainbow mode, because you get a rainbow chest each time you go to a new floor, so going to the rat floor is definitely something to be considered. And you need quite a lot of money to do that, so I'm probably not going to be buying anything here. Might have to buy a second key in order to go to the oubliette, which will, again, give me an extra rainbow chest to open. And also allow me to build up extra cash as well. Now, the map's normally quite a good purchase, because it shows you the secret rooms. It'd be a brilliant theft, but I haven't got anything that I can use to steal at the moment. But the secret rooms do tend to contain chests, and if you're not already aware, that's not the way I want to go. If you're not already aware, Bowler won't let you open chests that aren't rainbow chests, which is the one frustrating thing about this mode. Like I say, having to shoot open a black chest was quite painful to have to do. I mean, you can open them with keys, but you get nothing out of them, so it is literally a complete waste of keys. Although you don't really have a great deal of use for keys in rainbow mode, purely because there isn't much to open. There's the entrance to the oubliette and the entrance to the rat's subway cart, but that's about it. Now, Bowler is sitting on the chest here. If he's sitting on the chest, knock yourself out, destroy it. If he's not on the chest, it's actually a genuine rainbow chest. Don't destroy it, open it, and take all 8 items out of it, and hopefully win. It has only ever happened to me once, and I still managed to die before the end of the game. So yeah, although I'm halfway decent at the game, I am absolutely not the level of some of the other YouTubers out there, which may become apparent before the end of this video. Well, towards the end of this video, we'll see how far I actually get. It's certainly fair to say that an awful lot of the unlocks I've done so far. Why is there no water barrel in this room? That is an outrage. If I can't find one, then we're not going to the oubliette. I did see one earlier. Can't remember exactly where. Is it down here? It was down there. That is a hell of a distance to push it. I can't go through the chest room, can I? Only found out the other day you can actually zoom this map in. No, I can't go through the chest room. I'm going to attempt the world's longest push to get the entrance to the oubliette opened up. Just moving the tables out of the way there, it is quite easy to snag the barrel on the tables, and if you flip a table too close to the barrel it will pop it. Might as well just let that hit the wall. And up the way. Now this, you've got to be very precise as to get the alignment sorted out. If you see, to get these barrels to roll through horizontal corridors, it tends to be lower than you think. I mean, I really thought that was going to hit the bottom of the door frame there, but we're okay. So let's stand about there. Hopefully that's right. Yeah, again, it looked like it was going to hit the bottom of the door frame, but I suppose it's just a bit of a perspective trick. There we are, not too many more rooms to go, so I know it's tense, isn't it? It's not exactly high octane, but it is tense. Will he make it? Will he make it? And yeah, that should pretty much make it. I can't believe it didn't have a barrel in the room though. That is just rude. It's all too easy to destroy the barrel with stray shots of your own, or more likely from an enemy. So there we are, the fire is out. You can put it out with a water-based weapon if you've got one. Obviously I don't. And there's a hidden switch in there which will open up secret room somewhere on the floor. There it is, just up there, but I always leave it unentered because there's no point looking at it. You know what's in there, or at least I do. I'm assuming if you're watching this it's probably not your first taste of Enter the Gungeon. The plan at this point is, was that the last room on the floor? Yes it was. So this is the boss now. So we'll switch to my hopeful boss killer and hopefully get a flawless. Hopefully, I mean there's absolutely no guarantee, particularly the way I play, but there we are. When it's the bosses vary at random. There's 3 on each floor. There's also the Door Lord that can appear, I think, on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th floors at random, but it's very rare. There we are. Flawless, yes. Hurrah, and it's only given me 2 hegemony credits, which is pretty tight, considering I've got to pay 7 to actually play as the gunslinger. Yeah, okay, at this point now, doing very well on cash at 95. At this point, you could go looking for secret rooms, but I think I started to say in rainbow mode there's not a whole lot of point because the secret rooms tend to contain chests. So I'm just going to buy a 2nd key so I can open up the oubliette, which has put quite a big dent into the finances, but should still have ample opportunity to get the 115 that's needed for the rat key. It's not as if we're going to be buying a lot else really. Hopefully we won't need to be buying health or armour or anything like that, but you never know. Certainly helpful to buy blanks in this mode. You get given 2 on every single floor as it is. But yeah, once you've cleared out an end of floor boss, it's good practice to go around and open as many chests as you can, or destroy the chests if you can't open them. Oh, there's Clone. I mean, Clone is just... It's pretty much a gimme for a rainbow run. It appears relatively often. What happens now is if I die, I go back to the beginning, which will make for a really long video. But I will retain all the weapons and all the heart containers that I've built up thus far. And blanks as well, I think. Although, as I say, you get 2 at the start of every floor, and that's all we've got at the minute. Straight into a trap room. That is an awful way to start the oubliette. And I'm probably going to get hit here because this is quite a difficult traverse. There's not really any fail-safe way of doing this that I've worked out. Probably just going to take the hit there and not panic. There we go. Not brilliant, not bad. And with all those spare hearts from the previous floor, you can't use them, which is really frustrating. But a room like that is horrible if you happen to have picked up what's it called, the old crest, which is the thing where you're not allowed to take a hit in order to open the entrance to the secret floor on the second. Yeah, the entrance to the secret floor starting from the second floor. I know what I mean. Ooh, this is busy. Let's use the big gun. There we are. Let's thin them out a little bit. Now, at this point, I want to let the blobby things carry on. They're not that much of a threat, really, because they don't shoot. And once you do start shooting them, they separate into smaller ones, so getting rid of anything that can actually shoot a projectile back at you beforehand is the way to go. And then focus on the blobby things, although sometimes they'll trap you or come straight at you and require dealing with first. Some big old rooms in the oubliette. Hopefully we'll hit the bats first there, because otherwise they start shooting at you once they self-terminate, I guess is a valid expression for it. And everybody dead? Yes it is. Look, 2 bits of shell casings, that was really tight. However, we're still going to make enough for the rat fight key. Right, I want to destroy that Poopulon, if possible, because it fills the screen with bullets, much more so than anything else in the room at the moment. So it's a priority target, as are these green shotgunkins. So everybody's dead. Right. Now it is possible to knock these things into the pit like that, which is a much more effective way of dealing with them because it stops them from separating. Speedrun tactic, should you be of the speedrunner persuasion. I'm certainly not, I'm very much of the staying out of harm's way and hiding behind walls persuasion. Like that, you see. Big mushroom is not too much of a threat, because it's particularly with the wall in the way, because it fires off a lot of stuff, but basically leaves you alone. Saying that, I'm getting a few projectiles coming towards me there. So yeah, I tend to leave them to last. They hoover up bullets as well. Right, the shop's open. Well, the shop's down here, so I'm going to have a look in the shop, mostly to open up the teleport. Nothing really that I'm going to want to buy at this stage. The old crest that I mentioned just now is there. Now tactically your best bet is to leave it to the end of the level. You can simply pick it up and use it as a regular bit of armour if you're in the sort of circumstance where you need the extra hit points, health points, HP, let's just call them HP, whatever it actually stands for. If you've got no real intention of going to the Abbey, which is quite a hard floor, and the boss is just an ammo hoover. Right, this green light here means this next room is safe. It's probably a shrine of some kind. It is. It's the glass Guanstone shrine. So we'll have them. There's no reason not to. And almost missed the exit out there. There's another Poopulon. As you can see, filling the screen with bullets, but when you've got a wall to hide behind, it's not really a problem. 2 of them. There we go. They're gone. And there's a key. That is now the last key I'm going to need in this game. Sometimes the old crest is hidden behind a locked door, which is very frustrating when that does happen and you don't have a key. There's Boulder again, sitting on a crate. The way his feet move sometimes make you think that the chest is a mimic, because it looks like the chest's moving, but it's not. It's just a regular chest, and he sat on it, so it's definitely not a rainbow chest. Then we've got a couple of bits of junk, which is as much as we're going to need later in the game if we go to the 4th floor, secret floor. There's a lot of secret floors. Every floor's got a secret floor. If we're playing as the robot, the junk makes you stronger as well, which is definitely a bonus. I like playing as a gunslinger though, because I'm not that good at this game. I mean, I'm alright, but I would certainly hesitate to say I was any good at the game. The earlier floors generally don't cause me too much trouble. if I do the rat fight, that is going to cause trouble. Which is why it's the rat fight items that I haven't unlocked yet, because that is the one that causes me the most trouble. And you can't get them in rainbow mode. Very frustrating that, actually. Most annoyingly, actually, I was playing on a friend's account. Hi George, if you're listening or watching. And I managed to beat the rat in regular mode just so I could show them what the rat fight was all about. And to my surprise, I beat it, which is quite unusual outside of rainbow mode. Plus, I wasn't able to play as the gunslinger on their account, because it's not been unlocked there yet. But I beat it, and then predictably in the punch-out phase of the rat fight, I didn't do too well. I only got the one key out of it. It's all I ever get. I haven't got past the first phase of punch-out yet. Well, I've got past the first phase, I haven't got past the second phase. Came close the other day, but yet again he beat me. So yeah, when I'd picked up my one key on their account, I got to go and open a rat item, a rat chest, which I'd never been able to do on my own account. And then, more annoyingly still, one of the other chests that was in there, one of the rat chests, was actually a mimic. So you don't need it, and I was playing as the hunter, so I had the dog with me, and the dog barks at mimics. Ooh, I'm very trapped in this corner, I really shouldn't have stayed there. Yes, the dog barks at mimics, so it's quite obvious that it was a mimic. So while mimics are horrid if they catch you by surprise, in normal mode they are actually quite good, because if you spot that it is a mimic, then you can just shoot them and beat them to get the contents of the chest for free. So yeah, playing on George's account, I got 2 rat items with 1 key, because one was a mimic, and had therefore unlocked one of those elusive, or 2 of those elusive items that I hadn't got myself, which was very irritating. And I think in the same playthrough as well. Ooh dear. There we go. Sharpshooter I am not. Yeah, in the same playthrough I also got the Lament Configurum, which if you keep using that, it generates enemies that you got to fight. So when a few times I'd had it myself previously, I didn't really like it, because there didn't seem to be a benefit to doing it. But if you do it 20 times in total, I think that's across multiple playthroughs. If you do it 20 times in total, you unlock an item called the Bloody 9mm, which is quite a useful bullet modifier, really. And I managed to do all 20 in one long-ass rainbow run, again on George's account. So I unlocked the Bloody 9mm on his account, and again not on my own. Thankfully, I did manage to find that the other day, and have finally added Bloody Millimeter to my Ammonomicon. Bloody 9mm to my Ammonomicon. I know what I mean. Oh, I don't like the look of this very much. Should perhaps change weapon. A bit late now. Right, everybody dead? No, not yet. Go on, grenade, blow him up. Or don't. Do not like the grenades, particularly if you they catch you when you're reloading. They can really take you off guard. But if you manage to shoot them into other enemies, another trap room. This is really outrageous. However, there we go. Got hit. I'm not going to panic. Oh, I got hit twice. I'm still not going to panic. Thought I got a 3rd hit there as well. Right. That's really annoying if you've got armour on. Just because, you know, you trigger a blank effect, and there's no enemies in the room that it helps you with. Although it does clear out the bullets a bit, but we've been everywhere. Not been everywhere yet. I mean, I've got enough money at the moment. I don't really need to clear all the rooms out, but it is good practice to do so. Oh, sorry, love. Yeah, that's the vampire. She will buy heart health off me. I don't think I've got anything like enough to be throwing it around, but you never know. Have we got any in here? No, I definitely haven't. It's actually worth doing if the shop is selling full hearts, because selling a full heart to her will pay you more than the cost of the full heart on the floor. So yeah, you can actually make a bit of extra cash that way. If you get Vampire and the medic women together, well, yeah, you're just profiting. You can sell all your hearts right down to the last half heart and then get fully mended by the NHS women. I called them NHS, they're probably not NHS, but you know what I mean. And that's a good way to get a tidy amount of cash. Very useful if you're trying to get the trophy for having 300 cash at any one time, which is ordinarily quite a tricky sum to come by. It's not too bad in rainbow mode, because apart from the rat key, you're probably not going to be buying items. Oh, is this nearly dead? It is, but it's going to hide. I hate it when it hides. And these things can be quite hard to avoid when they ricochet off the wall. Right. There we are. Must be dead now. Sadly, nothing for getting a flawless on that one. There's one heart taking me up to max. I like to kill the little blob that comes out from inside it. I like to kill the chairs and the stone gorgon and just anything a boss leaves behind that can be killed. I like to kill. So, is it worth me buying anything out of the shop? I've definitely got more than enough for the rat key. Oh, the armour. Let's go get the old crest before I forget. If nothing else, it's an extra piece of armour, which is nice. And if I was to buy that armour, which I could just about afford to do, and still keep nearly enough for the rat key, the old crest still sits as your outermost piece of armour, so if you take a hit at all, you'll still lose it, which is frustrating. I could buy blanks. Really not that much use attached to blanks until after the rat fight, because you have to use 2 to get into it, which is another frustration attached to it. Getting into the rat fight is hard, so I think I'm just going to leave well enough alone, and just head off to the second floor of Gungeon proper. See what we get out of the rainbow chest this time. Be wanting a good room clearer on this, and unfortunately there isn't really what I would consider to be a good room clearer there. I don't like that alien engine because it pushes you back. Battle standard buffs any followers you've got. I haven't got any, so there's no point. There's a bullet modifier of some kind, but I can't see what it is. Is that potion of lead skin? Which gives you invulnerability temporarily, at least. There's a laser rifle. Gold gun is decent for doing damage to bosses, but it's far from the best boss killer out there, and it doesn't have that much ammo. You basically get one boss kill out of it, and even then you're probably going to be relying on a second weapon as well. I think I'm just going to take the Admit 1, which brings the Gatling Gull in as a companion. Which is very helpful, especially helpful in boss fights because you can hide behind him. So it's a rechargeable one as well. Oh yes, let's definitely get a top up there. I hadn't realised I'd used so much ammo in that. So it would have been better picking up a weapon potentially if we hadn't had that. Never mind, anyway, it's done. It's done. And I find those things surprisingly difficult to avoid, although the attack pattern's completely predictable, and from a distance there's should be more than enough. Look at that, how annoying. Get an ammo refill at the point at which I'm not actually in need of ammo. It's the game trolling me. It never gives you what you want when you want. against the wall there. Kind of still stuck in the wall, it's very hard to hit. Yeah, those cube things, that diagonal pattern should be quite easy to avoid from a distance just by stepping through the bullets, but I find it really hard for some reason. So I tend to just stick behind cover, which is, yeah, my main MO. I don't use the tables often, but if you need tables for cover, go right ahead. Did not know, you little bugger. Oh, that's the crest gone as well, damn it. Dynamite's not exactly a priority target since it's stuck over on an island and can't shoot back. Oh well, no Abbey of the True Gun for me. Perhaps used my my Gatling gun on that last room. Like I say, you can use him as a shield, and that was the problem, was because there was so much pit in the room. It meant a distinct lack of cover. Oh, who's buffing it? That's unacceptable. Do not like Lead Maiden. Oh, he's still there. I thought I got him. Is that the first time that I've sworn on one of these videos? It won't be the last. It's not going to be a family-friendly channel. Oh, and yes, right, finally, God. Do not like those things. When there's cover to hide behind, they're not the worst thing in the world, but in a small room with no cover, oh God, all the enemies I don't like, I really hate those things. I can't get away from them. Oof, that was a bit of luck. Let's go for a different weapon. There we are. Hate those things. I find them so hard to avoid, and had I still got the crest intact, I'd have been proper poo in my pants, because yeah, I find them so hard to avoid, and they'll take a hit point off you straight away. Oh, an executioner. That should really have been my priority target, not the little bulletkins, but never mind. I'm gonna get another one. Oh, another Lead Maiden, God. Yeah, like I say, if you've got room to manoeuvre around them, they're not too bad. And I always forget. Oh, bloody table was in my way. I always forget, even when you kill them, their bullets are still there and will home back in on you again. Right, Bowler, still denying me the contents of chests. I don't know, I've got such a downer on Bowler really. He's a good guy. He makes this game so much easier, is the rainbow mode. And I certainly needed it in my early days. I mean, I'd clawed my way through. The first time I fought the dragon, oh, there we are, it's the attacker pattern I find hard to avoid. It's some of those things to die, please. Yes, first time I beat the dragon, was it the first time? I don't know why I'm asking, it's who's going to know better than me. Let's just say for certain, the first time I beat the dragon, I was down to using a teapot as the weapon, which if you've not used it is a pretty crap weapon. And I had to go through the heart phase of the dragon 4 times, certainly the last 2 of which I only had half a heart remaining. So I was, my heart was beating like a trip hammer. The purple light outside this room as well also means it's safe, by the way. And this is where I would have brought the old crest. If you've got it, it gives you the option to set it on the altar, then this crypt here slides back and reveals some stairs that take you to the secret floor. Definitely not going to see that on this video because of my complete inability to avoid enemy attacks. Right, where are we? Yeah, so first time on the dragon was, yeah, really super. Not first time on the dragon, first time beating the dragon. Sorry. Super nervous, hanging on half a heart, going through the curtain of bullets that it sends towards you once the heart is exposed. Trying to plug away at it with the teapot. So yeah, 4 cycles to fully destroy it, 2 of which are on literally any one hit. I would get killed. There's the Nord key. I'll have that, thank you very much. It's just flying off the shelves. Do I want anything else? I've got a regular key so I can open the hatch when I eventually get there. I might as well take the blanks. Don't need the heart. Do I need the ammo? No, not really. Okay, that'll do for now. So yes, anyway, I did, by the absolute skin of my teeth, beat the dragon using a teapot, which I don't recommend. More recently, I've had to try beating it in boss rush mode, where I ran out of ammo on all my decent weapons and I had to take it out using a starter pistol. That required 5 full cycles of the heart, which is definitely the most I've ever had to do. But I had plenty of health, so it wasn't nearly as worrying. I still haven't used the Gatling Gun. Really should. Anyway, what are we getting here? Another bit of junk. Oops, pick it up. So, are we ready for the boss fight yet? I think we are. Well, not so much ready as obliged to. So let's go to me Zorgun and get ready to introduce Gatling Gull to proceedings. Go on, be my human shield. Oh, I don't know why I keep firing. She's gone underwater, underground. Oh, I got hit on the bloody poison. That is super annoying. This guy's essentially supposed to be a guarantee of a flawless victory. Just because he's such a human shield, or bird shield, avian shield, whatever. Of course she's gone underwater again. There we are. That was irritating. Poison of all things, God's sakes. And save the heart for later, which I definitely can't use it, and I haven't even got a vampire to be able to sell the surplus to on this floor. So, flawless denied. We can't go to the secret floor, which I've sometimes forgotten to do, because I'm an idiot. And, oh, I forgot to pick up the hegemony credits, because I really am forgetful. And do I need... No, I've got the ammo refill, so literally nothing else there worth having, so I guess it's 3rd floor. Like I said earlier, no point looking for secret rooms, because they'll probably just contain chests, or if they don't, the other pickups aren't all that useful, particularly when I've got several blanks and full heart health. But yeah, normal mode, definitely good practice, although it does tend to troll you with, like, you waste a blank. Possibly if you've got more than 2, you fire off a blank to open up a secret room, taking yourself down to 2, and all that's in there is, say, half a heart, when you've already got full health, and you think, I'd have rather hung on to the blank. But this game trolls you almost incessantly, for something that's supposedly operated on a random basis. I have my doubts. Okay, what am I going to have here? I know a lot of people like the KC. I don't. I'm terrible at using it, so I refuse to pick it up. It also gives me curse as well. I'll take it if there's nothing else going. That's Morningstar, which is quite handy, but I think... And is that the hexagon there? I can't see it properly. I think I'm simply going to take the Gundrometer strain, which makes all enemies weaker, which, considering my prowess, is definitely a boon. And anything that improves my stats or reduces the stats of enemies is always to be welcomed. I cannot believe I got hit by that. Weakest enemy in the game. But yeah, I mean, we've still got the Mr. Clone there, so even if we die, we're going to be coming back with a few decent weapons, damage buff, and 4 hearts worth of health. Not a bad start point, really. I think that's half the key to this game, actually, is getting a decent start in any given mode, really. Can end up with... Oh dear, that was punishing. I was going to say it's a cheap hit, it wasn't, it was my own damn fault. These things here, I have no idea what they're called, but they will only die when their eyes are open, so they can be a complete ammo suck. So definitely worth taking them on with the starter pistol just for that reason. Also, a bit cornered there by the bat. Still another bat hiding over on the other side as well, but it's unlikely to be able to hit me from here. It's glad it didn't, that would have left me with egg on my face. Right, what's in the shop? I could buy health. I don't like buying health. Hopefully we'll get health as a natural drop. I only buy health if it's looking dire, and while it's not perfect, it's not dire just yet. So far I haven't noticed any rats on the floor. It's definitely what we're looking out for on the 3rd floor. Oh god, another head. Should have been using the bigger weapon there, definitely. Never mind, but yes, if there's rats on the floor, that is where the hatch to the rat fight will be. Still not killed everything in the room. It's one of the things with big rooms, it can be hard to say. We've got this guy hiding over here. I took the chest away. Well, screw you, bowler. Again, I didn't notice any rats, but it's not to say they weren't there. It's really difficult to see when you're using something like the black hole gun or the big shooty gun, because they just get taken away before you can even see them. I don't like these, I don't know what they're called even, cannons on trains, for want of a better expression, because you can't kill them and they will just fire on a homing basis incessantly until everything else in the room's dead, which still isn't the case. Oh good, that's got itself into an unhittable position. Keeps it out of harm's way for the moment, at least, I suppose. Oh, it was a hittable position after all. He said from his own entirely hittable position. Yeah, the rat hatch tends to be in fairly big rooms. Again, I didn't really notice any rats in here, but I'm making a sort of half-hearted check for dust clouds. Oops, that wasn't an enemy at all. But it did poison an enemy, wasn't entirely bad. There's still no rats. At least as I have seen. Again, sometimes with big rooms it's hard to spot the rats just because they're off screen when you enter. Yeah, sometimes it's really obvious that it's the rat room. Other times it catches you by surprise, or not catches you by surprise, just you don't realise you're in there. Of course I got hit. And of course the eyeball things aren't bloody dead. And because the patterns aren't random, but they fire quite a lot. Oh, an ammo drop as well. Oh, you troll. Couldn't have given me health, what with me sucking my way through the health quite readily. But really, haven't been everywhere, surely. No, I haven't. Yeah, with the rats, sometimes you see them straight away, other times you completely miss them. And oh, there they are. God, I've completely lost track of where I am or what's going on. Let's use the big gun on that. I mean, it's easy to hide away from, but might as well use a big gun on it. In its reload phase. There we are. And some health, finally. And there we are. There's the actual hatch for the rat fight as well. So, once you've cleared enough dust off it, it shows up as a hatch icon on your mini-map. So it's easy to find again. But yes, if you have managed to miss it, and have to just trawl through an entire empty floor, not just an empty room. Oh god, I'm half thinking, oh, what am I doing? I'm half thinking for this run I ought to just sacrifice myself right now, or at least not bother going to the rat fight because it'll almost certainly kill me. And trying to get back to it a second time when I'm in a slightly stronger, hopefully stronger position. I'm glad I wasn't standing close to that. But then again, I have got the clone, so not beating the rat isn't the absolute end of the world. Let's see how the rest of this floor goes anyway. Oh, I don't like these bloody spiders. They seem to take a lot of hitting. And all the webs on the floor slow you down. There's a dead end room as well. Not even a room drop to show for it. But yes, they take a lot of hitting, and they'll hide underground as well, so you can miss them even with one of your big surefire weapons. So they'll even avoid the black old gun or the big shooty gun if you happen to mistime it. Right, let's have a look down the way. What haven't we found it? Is it just the shop, or have I already found that? No, I've had the shop already. Alright, some health would be acceptable. Or more junk, whatever. So yes, I think I said earlier it's good practice to clear out every room. Part of that is because you can get some decent room drops, oh god, or killed, which is almost certainly going to be the case here. And let's get these buggers dealt with, hopefully, before they start shooting at me. No, there's the shooting. Oh, I did get them. Hurrah, right, so I'm on 1 health. Great. Right, okay, well let's attempt the boss fight, which could literally be the death of me, or the resurrection of me. But let's not forget we've got our old friend Gatling Gull as well. Oh, it's Mind Flayer with no walls. Literally my least appealing option for any boss, well, for the 3rd floor boss. Oh, they got me, so bye-bye Flawless. Managed to curve a bullet round the Gatling Gull there. I must have just got hit with a ricochet there as well, didn't even spot it happening. So that would have been the end of my run ordinarily, but thank you to the clone. Resurrected back on the 1st floor. Rat key's still intact as well, so I don't actually have to save money for that. What have we got this time? Got platinum bullets again. But I think I'm going to take the particulator because I'm not well endowed with weaponry just at the moment. That really sounds like a euphemistic phrase, but it wasn't meant to be. So I've been using my Zor gun as my boss killer, which was relatively effective, but I didn't really have a room clearer. But the particulator is very nice. Just makes pretty short work of everything, particularly with all this green stuff that comes spinning off me, because that's some kind of synergy that the gunslinger gets. Really didn't need to use a particulator round there. That's can just with a couple of well-placed bullets into the explosive barrels, you can clear that room out. What's that? Oh, glass quandstone. Again, not super worthwhile using particulator rounds for. It, like I say, it's a great gun, but it doesn't come with all that much ammo, so do have to conserve it. What am I looking for in here? Probably blanks, let's be honest. Got more than enough keys. I've got the rat key. He is selling ammo as well. I might come back for more ammo towards the end of the level if I need to. Quite a lot of waves of enemies there, but with the particulator, no real issue. It actually has. Oh, you are joking me! I was going to say, with the the barrels spawning in the room, unlike last time, no problem putting out the fire at all, and then my own synergy goes and bloody well destroys it. Promise it wasn't me pushing anything that did that. I've managed to miss a heart in the previous room, apparently. Or half a heart. There it is, save for later. So, on the lookout for another water barrel. Again, with the long pushing required. Go up a lava. And I won't be using the particulator if I do have to get into mad long push, otherwise I'll just end up destroying it again. But I suspect that means we're not going to the oubliette, which is frustrating because that's another rainbow chest that we're not going to get. And on top of that means we definitely can't go to the Abbey, because you've got to go to the oubliette to go to the Abbey. Which definitely took me a long time to get that particular trophy sorted out. I haven't been paying very careful attention, but I haven't noticed a great surfeit of water barrels around the place. Because the game's a troll, the secret room that you actually enter the oubliette from, where the hatch is, tends to have a water barrel in it, which is the one place you can't actually access. Right, what do you got for me, Bowler? More junk. Hurrah. It's a shame the clone got used up on the boss fight, because I find the rat fight very tricky, and having a clone as a backup on the rat fight is very handy. Alright, what we got left? Yeah, very good room clearer, this gun. See, if I actually had Sir Junkan, that'd be a guaranteed win by now. What we got? That's 8 pieces of junk altogether. Yeah, that definitely put Sir Junkan into his essentially undefeatable phase. What am I doing going up there? I have literally no idea. So presumably this is going to be the boss fight. There can't be a lot left. It is. I'll use the particulator for the first shot, because the particulator is too slow to use as a boss weapon. But upset the chance of that. What am I doing? I didn't activate Gatling Gun. He's my human shield. I said I'm forgetful. So many times I've done something that's that stupid or stupider. to use one of those blanks as well. I want the flawless. God, I wasn't expecting to have to use 2 of them, but there you go. Loads and loads of keys that I don't need. Take that chair. Okay. Did you get hit? I did. No, I didn't actually. I didn't get hit. What am I talking about? Okay. Do I need anything out of the shop, given that I've got oodles of cash? Articulator's fairly full. I'll refill the Zorgun. Mine as well. Well, there's a water barrel. How far away was the fireplace room? Is that it down there? Let's give it a go. That's probably too low. Oh no, it wasn't. Well, I didn't think we were going to the oubliette, but hey presto. Cannot believe it burst the first water barrel. That was very despicable behaviour. Downright twatty behaviour, in fact. Said it wasn't going to be family friendly. Haven't actually sworn very much. There we are, right, oubliette again. Do we have here this time? Oh, now it was only the other day I really found out what the yellow chamber does. It gives you a lot of extra health and buffs your stats as well. So I'm going to have it, irrespective of what else is there. It also increases your curse, but I don't think I had any curse prior to that point, so I'm willing to take it. So we've got 7 hearts now. Happy days. Oh yes, so one of the things it does is it charms an enemy in each room, so that dynamite was the charmed one, so it just set the dynamite off straight away. Trying to blow up the little grenade. It missed it, but... There we are, and the charmed ones. The charmed ones are the pink ones, and they get sucked down to some underworld type thing once their usefulness has expired. If they survive, that is. Sometimes, even though they're charmed, they can still get you because it might be something that fires all over the place. Oh, that was not an enemy, what a waste. Oh, reshoot. Oh. Why isn't it gone? Sorry, dude, but... Gungeon rules, mate. I think if you get a note from Bowler rather than anything else, it probably means there's something very good in that chest. Slightly unfortunate that the charmed enemy didn't stick around since there was a second wave of enemies coming in. Not to worry. Yeah, not necessarily the best use of the particulator there, because it's at its most effective when you hit something first of all, rather than just firing into thin air. Yes, I just rolled the little blobs. That was a sneaky ammo saving tactic.